how I see reparations happening for Black Americans in this country. So,
oh, really?
Like,
what did the past?
Good luck with that.
Hello. What did the past 10 minutes accomplish? It accomplished nothing. It was useless.
No, what it accomplished, I think that I actually now see the world even more with even more clearer eyes. That when you actually start to get into the layers of certain things, people get angry, they get upset, and they really don't know how to actually justify their place in this world. So,
so are you saying that I don't know how to justify my place in this world? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that you get very angry.
All right. I'll ask you, do you think that I know how to justify my place in this world? Yes or no?
I think that once you're put up...
Can't answer a simple question.
I'm about to answer it right now.
Well, it's yes or no. It's yes or no.
I did not know what you meant by going this
Yeah.
way.
So I was sitting with
There's
him,
lots of ways.
and he asked me, because usually we would hang out alone, but this time he was with his followers. And he asked me, hey, how are your kids or whatever. And then the guys that were like having dinner with us or whatever proceeded to ask him about like how to get into a relationship. And I just thought it was, I really wasn't offended. I just thought it was kind of curious. I was like, they just heard him ask me about how to get what they want, but they're more interested in getting the advice from him, which he's a single guy and he never got married or whatever. I just thought that was fun. I found that kind of hilarious.
Diego,
like, all right, yeah,
Diego. But in that world though, like he was the authority. He was the top authority in the world.
But it's weird how like people get like starstruck basically. Like, bro, there was this conference thing in Dublin, and I paid some more money, right? I don't know why I was being a schmuck. Like, I did the same thing for the time Tony Robbins came to Ireland.
Excuse me, moderator. Please put me in your queue. I'd like to pitch, please.
Yeah, like straight up, it may be better for per capita than that is
basically, right? Because Mr. Vaynerchuk was like, the way he was hijacking getting to like, New York Times bestseller was like anybody that bought like 20 or 1,000 books, he would show up and do a talk, right? Type thing, right? And that's how they got him booked or whatever. Mm-hmm. They just bought like 2,000 books or whatever the fuck it was, and then he would sign somewhere or whatever. And so like, yeah, you get the stupid photo type thing, that's part of the shtick or whatever. And I just remember I like apologized because it was the first time I'd ever really seen that up close, kind of what Diego was talking about, of people just like asking the ridiculously stupid questions to like someone who may actually give them an answer of something if they had a better quality of question that they might be worth listening to. And I literally said something like, I was embarrassed. I said like, I'm so sorry for the B-teamers. Right, and he goes, B-teamers are everywhere, and I was just like, oh, shit. That even was a fucking that was even like a wasted question. But I was so taken back, I was like embarrassed by my countrymen or whatever, by some of the fucking dipshit questions. I like, he's just wasting an opportunity. But then even then, what the fuck did I get a signed copy of the book? Nothing that he said had I not already heard in one of his fucking rants before, so again, that was a fucking waste of money. So, I'm
close to him.
Oh really?
I told you, right? My sister was like his first female employee.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying that. Yeah.
So you should
wine library.
Yeah, but if you listen, you should listen to my sister's rants about what a grifter he is.
I would imagine so, right? Like the hustle porn stuff.
Hey, what's crazy?
And a lot of the shit that he preaches is like,
man. It's fall off from like being red hot and being like the gifted child to like after his well, no, like yeah, you can't burn that hot like for that long.
Like you're a flash in the fucking pan, right? Like
yeah, but hey, after the divorce, man, like a lot of women, man, like kind of turned on him. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's
he got a young
like
he got a young
girlfriend. He was like family first, but like 22 hours a day business. Like, bro.
he got a young girl or whatever, like a 27-year-old, like, you know, like Russian like chick or whatever, and he posts her on Instagram, and then like apparently that burned a lot of bridges, man.
He
I saw like a lot of like, wait, Diego, we can't hear you, man. Like you were boring out. I do want to hear what you had to say, though. You said NFT.
NFT restaurant in New York.
A restaurant?
It's called the Fish Club.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
a gay club. Yeah.
It's called the Fish Club. It might as well be called the same because you
You're borging out again. Yeah, I really want to hear what you have to say too.
Oh God.
I think you're better now.
Am I coming in better?
Yeah. You might as well what? Damn, man, that sucks. Man, it's like the best part.
Oh, you're back. You're back.
Okay, no, it's there's just like these two little pockets on this road. Fish Club, which might as well be called the Scam Club, because in poker, a fish is a person that gives away money.
Yeah,
you know,
they're the opposite of a wheel.
Hey, but
exactly.
but Mr. over here
so like a mark on a. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, but Mr. over here didn't control left foot Gary.
Left foot?
I bet you Rico, by the way, worships Gary Vaynerchuk.
I know. That was the thing. It was also that was underwhelming. It was like that's the thing. I've never there's more like British celebrities and stuff, but like I've met quite a few. Dude, like there's been like fucking dude. I went to school with like a Manchester United player. Like I don't give a fuck.
You also went to school with a gal that dated Rod Stewart. What's his name?
Yeah, one of the fucking rollers did.
Yeah, one of the ones. Yeah.
Yeah, like he's old as shit.
A former like famous British soccer player, football player, like chatting up my mum one night. It was like, I don't know. I'm just like I basically told him to go fuck himself. You know, I don't care who you are. You could be fucking Brad Pitt. It's just like,
hey, you know when I was a kid and my dad was trying to like teach me about like, you know, how celebrities are like just regular people and shit. I think I was like maybe like 8 or 9. And like he was in Nashville because he worked in Nashville. And he said Steve Harvey like came in, right? And he was like at this like soul food place in Nashville. It wasn't Prince's. I can't remember it. I think it's closed now or whatever. But it was really good food. My dad was like, yeah, Steve Harvey came in. I was like, really? Did you say something to him? And he's like, no. And he's like looking at me. And I said, well, did you think about getting his autograph? He's like, why would I do that? And it's just like, I was like, yeah, why would you do that? It's like, you know, this is me, like, you know, I guess just thinking about, like, you know, my actions. And it's funny, man, like, it.
I don't think even closing the gap in the last 5 years. But I think they will close it over the long term. In 25 years, it'll be a big difference.
Moderators, please put me in the queue. I'd like to pitch.
The fraud doctrine. That's what we call it, fraud. Your doctrine is fraud. Not that you fraud, but the stuff that you say out of your mouth.
Not a fraud.
It's falsehood. It's a fraud. It's fraud. Your information is fake news. Hey, Cora, do you
My
know
information is fake news? What information did I give? Name one that's
Cora, you ain't got nothing to say when I'm on stage, but when I notice when I'm downstairs, come on, Mike,
one
you got everything
thing
to
that I
say.
said that's fake news.
Okay,
One
'cause
thing.
maybe it's because you
I'm
run
asking
your
you a
mouth
question now.
nonstop, and I don't get a chance to get a word in edgewise.
Yeah.
So I love you
Okay,
to
well,
death.
hey, we can have a dialogue now if Steve closes his
But
mic.
you have a tendency to just talk at length and not make any breaks so that other people can talk.
Hey, like I said, I did it before. We did it before. We done seen that take place on stage. So don't bring that here. When I'm getting knocked in the audience, then that's when you come off mic. I noticed that.
I'm just saying, timing-wise, that's when I get an opportunity to speak.
Oh, but you're doing that
That's all
now.
it
You're talking
is.
over me now. You're talking over me now. So okay.
Well,
I
there you go.
I want to ask you a question.
I want y'all.
When
No,
you're on
I want
stage,
y'all to
you
really
don't
figure
make
this
space
out
for other
because
people. That's the point.
I
When
want
you're on
to have a
stage, you don't make
conversation
space for other people, and that's why I was only talking when you were down in the goop, because there was actually space for me to talk when you were down in the goop.
All right, let's make some space.
Stop being political jackals on the bench and participate. We didn't even talk about it, and participate in the deep state prosecutions that have weaponized justice. And what I want in terms of full accountability is I want the American people to have enough ammunition of the truth that they are the ones that enact the accountability in Washington, D.C. That is how you see a sea change. I know the people that, guys like,
like, what the fuck are you talking about? Do I know?
Oh, she ran up.
Hey,
he's not like Robert Reich, who's like fucking.
Yeah, that motherfucker is little, man.
I knew that little Weasley motherfucker. He's just like that other guy, David Frum. Just have these punchable fucking faces, right?
Like Robert Reich is such a grifter, man.
I know, but like